It happened just blocks off campus, a crime that has shaken the Temple community and drawn nationwide attention. Hello and welcome. You're watching Temple Update. I'm Anya Hedgebeth.
And I'm Haya Qubbaj. 11 Temple students were held hostage in an off-campus apartment, terrorized and robbed at gunpoint. Temple Update's Maggie Fitzgerald spoke with some of the victims and joins us live with an exclusive look inside the apartment where the crime took place. Good morning, Maggie.
Good morning, Haya. We just learned from police this morning that the car stolen during the invasion was found on Tuesday. I also have new information from the victims about what happened that traumatic morning, how the robbers got in, and what they did inside.
Well, the first newscaster that came out with the story was like, oh, that someone knocked on the door and then a roommate went and let them in. Like, that's not what happened.
Early Friday morning, two masked men broke into an off-campus apartment on the 1300 block of North 15th Street. Local news reports have claimed that the residents let them into the building, but the victims say the suspects walked through the outdoor gate that was left broken for months, and then broke through the front door. Students Autumn and Helen were among the first to be woken up by the suspects, one armed with a gun.
Helen's and I rooms are like right next to each other, so they were kind of going back and forth until they figured out, then they moved everyone.
The armed suspect stayed in Autumn's room as she and the other robber went up to each floor of the apartment in search of the other students. The suspect took a knife from the victim's kitchen to hold at Autumn's back as they woke up the rest of the students.
And I almost thought it was a joke, I didn't know what was going on. And I just remember him talking to Autumn, and he was like, she thinks it's a joke, make her get up.
6 female residents, 3 of their boyfriends, and 2 female friends were held hostage in this basement.
They asked for my phone charger, so I thought at this point we were just being robbed, so I was just gonna hand everything over and hopefully they were gonna leave. But then once they used my phone charger to tie him up, I was I knew this is gonna be not just a rally, it was gonna go on.
The suspects asked the victims if they had any drugs. Emma said the men were not prepared to leave empty-handed.
In my opinion, that when they realized we definitely do not have drugs in the house, they were flustered.
The armed suspect stayed with the victims in the room while the others searched through the home for valuables.
There was a gun to my head. He was in my face I'm gonna comply, and that's the best thing we could have done.
One victim had her car keys in her purse, and the suspects left with her 2015 Lincoln sedan. The suspects locked the students in the basement before leaving, but left their laptops downstairs with them, so they were able to contact friends and family to call the police.
It's sad that I knew what was happening. I knew to give them my phone. I knew to offer them whatever I had in my room.
After numerous requests for the gate lock to be fixed, the victims say their landlords finally did fix the lock, but it was too late.
They fixed the gate before we even got home from the police station that morning.
Luckily, none of the students were physically harmed. The victims urged the university to devote more attention to off-campus safety.
We're only 4 blocks off campus. It's just kind of mind-boggling to me that that's the aspect they're taking when in reality they're a university with over 30,000 kids.
As of this morning, the suspects are still at large. Yet the police told us the stolen car was located just 1 block outside of Temple Police's patrol zone. Reporting live for Temple Update, I'm Maggie Fitzgerald. Haya, now Anya, back to you.